Hey, so I'm just chatting here with Crystal, and we're planning our next workshop focused on soul walk-ins. And we just came up upon a really amazing discovery that we are just like, wait, are we on the cutting edge of creation right now? Is this real? Yes, it is. And then we were also looking at my chart as it relates to the dragons and as it relates to parallel souls. And we just want to share some things that we just discovered with you. So, first, let's just start by saying we're investigating the connection between star seeds, past lives, parallel souls, and soul walk ins. So, that's the purpose of our discussion here today. So, do you want to go ahead and list? We can use mine as an example. We'll just use my chart as an example. You
Yeah,
want to go over that?
so the first connection that we'd made was that you specifically have five different lifetimes, parallel lifetimes that you're connected to in this physical expression right now. So as I started listing them off, we started realizing the connections that you feel already to these places. So they were in the Hyades and Hyadum 1, in the Pleiades between Maya and Alcyone, in Centaurus and Alpha Centauri, and then in Thuban in the constellation of Draco. So this one stuck out the most because this is in your ascendant, your house of self, the way that you express yourself, and being able to see in your chart that you are here expressing this alternate version of yourself, this dragon aspect, this lifetime that you are parallel living between right now, and seeing that you can walk in between these lifetimes. And that's how we started realizing that we can see this. We can see this happening.
Right, because we were looking to see in the chart if there was a way that we could pinpoint when or why or how a soul walk-in happened. And we realized it was directly connected to parallel souls.
Yes.
So while looking at my parallel souls, because Crystal made the comment, she said, yeah, so if you have these five parallels like existences, you can tap into those like live time and move in and out of those in your life now, right? And I'm just like, interesting, because I'd had someone tell me at one point that I've had five soul walk-ins. And so the fact that I have five parallel souls, that just, it's interesting how, right? The synchronicities
Yes, that was
cannot
amazing to find.
yeah.
So essentially we were able to like make the connection that soul walk-ins are the parallel aspects of ourselves that end up merging into our timeline for whatever reason.
So you can determine if you have a soul walk-in, if you've had one, or if you are going to have one by looking at your chart and seeing what parallel lives that you have.
Yes. And so when we hold our workshop about soul walk-ins, we can deep dive into each person's alignments and even have Aubrey come in and do her work. And oh my gosh, this is huge. This is awesome.
Yeah, this is a big discovery. Like, I feel like a genius right now. I feel like we are just on to something big. So that is going to be the topic of the next workshop. So it's going to be called Master Healer Workshop Soul Walk-ins. So the only people that we want to be a part of this workshop are people who have parallel soul aspects in their chart. If you do not know your time of birth, and so you can't get a chart, then if you know that you are a soul walk-in, you've had that like told to you, or you already know it within your being, then you're very welcome to attend. But we want to specifically just focus on helping into these beings that we are sharing. Crystal, I know you have soul walk-in aspects, because you have parallel souls. So many of us have parallel soul aspects. So we just want to focus on, yeah, it's a very common thing. So we just want this to be focused around those specific individuals, or rather, not individuals, collective consciousnesses. So, anywho, this is just been so fun to discuss. We're going to talk more about it too, more about soul walk-ins and whatnot before we actually have the workshop. So you can kind of determine like if this is something that would be good for you.
Yeah, and if you do know your exact date, place, and time of birth, and you aren't quite sure, then I invite you to reach out and we can determine if you are. And if you are, then we'll add you to our attendee list and get you all set up. I'm excited.
Yeah, you can actually, you can just send it to my email. Or if actually, I'll put Crystal's link tree. I'll put your link tree in the chat or in the description.
Perfect.
And people can reach out to you directly. I don't need to be the middleman. They can just reach out to you directly or middle person. Don't want to misgender myself. All right. Well, we love you all. And I'm sure you'll be seeing our faces very soon, and we'll be seeing yours too.
Bye.
Bye.